Hello again and welcome to another edition of Newsmaker of the Week, brought to you by the Santa Clarita Valley Press Club and Comcast, and hosted by the Signal newspaper. I'm John Boston, and I'm pleased to introduce this week's guest and newsmaker, Joe Kapp. Joe, welcome to Newsmakers.
John, thank you very much for having me on the show. What a real pleasure and honor it is to be back in, I'm going to say Newhall, but Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita.
And get to see a lot of old friends. Our high school class of 55 are having our 50-year reunion. I never thought I'd live that long, and but it's just really nice. I'm seeing relatives, friends, people that really, it's really fun, but it has changed.
Oh, I can't imagine how you can find your way around here.
Well, I can. I've got a, I got some guides.
Yeah, good. I could take the entire program and just list your accomplishments. Playing in the Rose Bowl as quarterback, playing in the Grey Cup competition, their championship in Canada for their championship, playing in the Super Bowl for the Minnesota Vikings. College Coach of the Year, being coach of that famed team that beat John Elway's Stanford squad in the infamous Band Bowl game. But really, I think maybe your largest accomplishment is being a graduate of Hart High, isn't it?
I think so.
Now, you started out as a basketball player, though, really, weren't you?
Well, the call of the ball hit me early in life, and maybe that was really lucky because a lot of people, in fact, my mother said, when are you going to get a job? Because for me, playing sports was natural, it was fun, I loved doing it, and so I guess if you really love what you're doing, you might have some success. But you mentioned all that stuff, Grey Cup, Super Bowl, Rose Bowl, etc. Really, you've heard of Forrest Gump?
Remember, a little bit, yeah. Canyon High guy, I think. He came here after Hart was built, yeah.
Well, I'm Jose Gump, okay? I've had the pleasure of just being at Hart High School at a time when we had George Harris was our principal, and you could not have a finer man, an educator, even if he did go to the University of Iowa, which we played in the Rose Bowl, and not very successfully. But Coach Al Lewis, God bless him, he's in heaven. When he passed away, he went right to heaven. We can talk about a lot of people that are friends. And
Cecil Sims, did you have Mr. Sims?
Mr. Sims.
Now, were you, what was that? Oh, the good child and a Ronald, I think it was. If you're bad, you were a Ronald. If you were good, you were a good child.
Good. I was good. I was good. Always good.
Oh, good. So, basketball, in your prime, because you played at Berkeley, University of Berkeley, both sports.
No, let's get it straight. University of California. The mother school.
The mother school.
You got to say L.A. if it's in L.A. or Irvine or
I'm
wherever.
Busted.
California.
In your prime, as a defensive specialist, if you were guarding Michael Jordan,
I haven't hit my prime yet.
Well, yeah, so this could be the future.
Okay.
When you hit your prime, how many points would you hold Michael Jordan to in a game?
Are you kidding? Yeah. 106.
We have another thing in common there.
No. It was on this show we need to talk about the opportunity that I had at Hart High School, and then to go on to school. It almost became a team effort. My pals in chemistry, gee, if Joe gets a better grade, he can get to the university. So we got together, and it was a team effort. And then to go to Cal and the great teachers that were there. Our chancellor was Glenn Seaborg, and he was a friendly guy, and head of the Atomic Energy Commission, Berkeleyum. In fact, Seaborgium is named after him. So great people.
Yeah.
Coach Pappy Waldorf, Coach Pete Newhall.
Yes, yeah.
And just to be around those people and get that kind of an education, and so that's why you come back to Santa Clarita here and really emphasize, if you have any kind of whatever you want to do in life, you got to pay the price, go to school, get the education, get the license, and that's what life is about. Be the best that you can be. So did I have fun? Absolutely.
Well, yeah, that kind of leads into my next question. all this is fine in hindsight, but I want to take you back when you were just a skinny kid, 17-year-old boy here in this, town filled with onion fields and potato patches. What did you see? I mean, you knew you were going to go on to college, but here you are, at this point in your life, and you have this monumental resume.
Okay, slow down.
Sure.
First of all, never knew I was going to college.
Really?
Nobody in our family been to college. A lot of families did not have people that go to college. It was tough to go to college. University of California, you had to meet the academic requirements. A lot of firsts took place. Bruce Fortine went to Pepperdine. Charlie Johnson went to Pepperdine. A lot of kids didn't go to college.
Yeah.
But you could compete, maybe get a job in those days. But nowadays, if you don't have a college education and if you haven't paid the price, it's hard to compete. So I know what you're asking me about. Being in a school, little Hart High School, we had 47 or 43 in our graduating class, and we played San Fernando in 1955 season, and they were city champs. They beat us 38-0 in football, because football takes a few more players. But in basketball, we had a great team, and I'm so proud of that basketball team. And like you say, I was skinny, and
we were
all kind of skinny in those days, but we had a tremendous team. We beat Ventura in one of the most exciting games. I remember this. I can't remember my phone number, but 47-46. We beat Ventura, and they had
school then.
And they had a big school and big guys, and those little Hart High Indians went in there and we scalped them.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. As proud as any of the things you talked about. I'm proud of that.
Now, have you been around the campus since you've been back?
Hart High School, yes.
What do you think of the new buildings there and that great? Remember that great parking lot, that circular drive, and now it's filled with buildings. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's we played a lot of great games on the field there, and I know we've switched over the COC, but I guess that's progress. Yeah. But I think we do need to learn from history. What kind of what can we learn from history and the place? And we were a little school, and it's grown now for all these people to experience the same thing. There's 5 high schools, 7 high schools. And
one coming in every 15 minutes. So.
and so, but more again, the people, the teachers. We had a band. We had the photographers group. We had tremendous acting and theater. And so I think these are things to stimulate people to what is it they want to do. And for me, to be able to play sports, to go to the University of California and meet these great teachers, that's why what we'd like for everybody.
I have a question about, you've achieved, just forget all the accolades and such, but here you are at the pinnacle of the sport of football. And across America on a Friday night, there's going to be, during the course of a year, some guy's going to hit 3 home runs in a game, or some guy's going to score 45 points in a college game, or somebody's going to rush for 250 yards. And there's all these wonderfully talented athletes all across America. Most of them don't even come close to reaching the top of the Himalayas, as you have. What is it that separates the great athlete from the very good one?
Well, firstly, I did not play an individual sport. In football, basketball, baseball, yes, you're an individual within the framework of the team, and you better bring your best game, whether it's skill. And then I learned that in a team sport, it isn't just the star. I know I'm the best-looking guy, and then I'm the quarterback.
It's a cross you carry, so
It's tough to carry, but a team sport like football, basketball, you're really only as strong as your weakest.
Can't let you wiggle out of this.
No, wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna
what if I don't wiggle?
Okay, go ahead, finish.
Yes, you bring what you bring to but the team, and the most fun of team sports is rubbing elbows, the camaraderie, and those teams that usually play together the best, they win the most.
But still, Joe, there are so many guys out there who stay extra, you know, in practice and lift weights and they're great team players. But what is it that makes?
I think in my time, for example, I got to go to the University of California. There was hardly a Latino in the whole school, maybe 5 or 6 if you know. You couldn't find them. But I was, and the quarterbacks called the plays. Well, there was a running back from Selma, California named Bob Speedy Gonzales, right? And there was a great, the Cousy Comet, big 6'3", 220-pound, blonde, blue-eyed, freckle-faced guy, got all the publicity. But I'm calling the plays, right?
Yeah.
So we played Stanford as freshmen on the freshman team, and Speedy Doug Mayberry, the Cousy Comet, he got 29 yards. Bob Speedy Gonzales got 129 yards. And I was the quarterback. And they asked me, well, how did that happen? I said, that's what you call affirmative action. you got a Mexican quarterback. And so he got the ball, but we won the game. And so once again, you're asking me about being an individual and what you do. And my job as a quarterback, one, win.
Okay.
Do what you have to do to win the game. As a quarterback, you got to throw the ball. Well, I never got credit for throwing it very good.
That was one of my questions later on. Doggone it, you had this undeserved reputation somehow about throwing, you know, dying duck passes and stuff. And my goodness, you had so many darn passing records. You had 7 touchdowns in one game against the Colts, who were the previous Super Bowl champions.
Right.
You know, where did this darn thing that you couldn't throw a spiral come from?
Well, I think people saw me having so much fun that was the attraction. That Joe Kapp, gosh, he's out there having a lot of fun. He's not very good, but look at all the fun he's having.
Well, those yards added up somewhere. I have another question along these lines. Larry Bird said that there are times when he's playing, the basket is a yard wide. Okay. Willie Mays says he can see the seams of a fastball coming at him 98 miles an hour. What did you see behind the line there as quarterback?
I think football is very much a people game. Without question, you have to have the skill. You're the quarterback, you got to throw the ball. If you're a blocker, you got to block. If you're a tackler, you got to tackle. But I think there's so much interaction of people, at least in our day, that I'm taking it personal. You're Dick Butkus. You're ugly. You got bad breath.
I get that a lot.
You know, you're called a dirty player, but I don't say that. He's very hard of hearing. You know, but it's a people thing, and I think that in a people. In a team game, the team that gets their people together. With the Vikings, we were losing lots of games in building that team in the last few minutes. Well, we came up with a little credo. It just evolved, 40 for 60. 40 players on the team, 60 minutes. Don't give up. Not 1 second less. Not 2 seconds less. And you kind of learn that. It's a people thing that if everybody's working, it makes my job, the quarterback, easier. It makes the coach's job easier. Right here, this crew right here. Look how intense they are. They're getting it done. And so everybody has to carry their time when they get their numbers called. You'd be ready to play. Now,
Joe, I know you're heavily involved in getting Chicano Hispanic children to stay in school, to persevere, and to excel. As Joe Kapp now, what 3 gifts have you been given to help send that message to them?
Okay, I can really talk good in the huddle. If somebody gets in the huddle with me, we'll have some fun. And you know, it's not really Latino students, but in the state of California, half the students are Latino. And they bring a tremendous, you know, everybody brings their selves to the arena. Well, we know Latino, Mexicanos, Guatemalans, they're doing a lot of the work. And sometimes within having to work, kids don't go on to school. They drop out. So it's not just Latinos. We want everybody to get education. Arm themselves with, in football, you got to put your pads and your helmet on.
Yeah.
Well, in life, you better get an education and get a license to do this or a license to do that. And more than anything, do what makes you feel good. And not necessarily feel good, but where you can bring your best person to the table. You're going to be a marvelous MC here.
Thank you so much. I got one for you. What's your son's name? You have a 16-year-old son, right?
I have a 16-year-old son, William Lorenzo Kapp, Guillermo,
And he plays at Los Gatos High School?
he's playing at Los Gatos.
What is it that you love the most about, the one thing you love the most about watching your son play?
And I must say, you get butterflies when you play, but when you watch your son play, you get even more butterflies.
Really? Okay.
But he loves it. I wish he played the piano or the guitar or whatever, but he loves it, and he does play it with intensity. He's got a passion for it, and so he plays very, very good.
Does he kid you about, your past and stuff?
You know, teenagers don't talk to their dads.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, no kidding.
But everybody that is in the arena, and they're choosing to be in the arena. They're testing themselves. This honor, what an honor to be rated like we're rated here, and with all humility. I mean, I didn't jump 7'4" like Bobby Avant.
Oh my goodness!
I was a national champion.
What's he doing now, by the way? Have you ever?
I've heard that he's superintendent of schools. I think in a school district in San Diego.
I'll be darned. Okay.
And so I don't know. And I played with Harry Avant, his older brother, and he was fast. But Vanessa Adler. Vanessa is national champion, and so they do something that
and you're related
that
to
I
the
can't
Adlers,
do. I can't do. I couldn't do. You know how valuable.
Now, speaking of things you can't do, okay? One-word answers on these. I'm going to say a word or a phrase. I want one-word answer.
Oh,
okay,
that's hard.
I know.
A quarterback.
Okay. John Elway.
One word. Great player.
Okay. Fran Tarkington. The quarterback before you.
Should have worn a dress. Give me 3 lines.
Okay.
Give me 3 words.
Hart principal George Harris.
The greatest. The greatest man.
1970 Kansas City Chiefs.
Overrated.
Things to do on a Saturday night in Newhall when you were a boy. One word.
Oh man, shoot baskets.
Oh, there you go. Pete Newell, your coach and mentor.
Okay, the greatest basketball coach.
Yeah, he taught me how to shoot free throws, by the way. I got a tough one for you. Squirrel peanut butter.
Oh, the greatest. You know what? All of them are the greatest.
You did commercials. You did commercials for squirrel peanut butter in Canada.
Let me tell a little story about Canada.
Okay.
When I went to Hart, whatever reasons, it was hard to speak in class. I went to University of Cali.
Wait a second.
I know
No. Wait, no, you can't run away. What? It was hard for you to speak when you were young.
I was a new kid in school a little bit, and I call it shy or whatever. I had a problem speaking when the teacher asked a question. I'd run up right after the
glad
class.
this is being taped. I can't get over this.
And say I know the answer, but I don't want. I can't speak in public. I was captain of almost every team. I've always got somebody else to do the talking. Believe it or not.
I'll be darned.
So when I got to Canada, and that was it, including Cal. And I get to Canada, and I say, this is ridiculous. I can face all these mean, terrible football players. So, but why can't I speak to anybody? So I really forced myself, and I ended up with a company, Nabob Foods, that was selling squirrel brand peanut butter.
Was it made with squirrels?
It was nutty, the connotation. So we did a program where I spoke to kids, and I don't mean high school kids, I'm talking about Cub Scout kids, 4th, 5th, 6th graders, and that's how I overcame my fear. I said, and it is fear. It is fear to speak in public. So I overcame that working for Squirrel Brand Peanut Butter, and it really helped me in my life by seeing what was killing me, and then attack it and beat it.
Oh, good for you. My goodness. I got one for you. Okay. 3 people from history, alive or dead actually, that you would want to invite to dinner, just the 4 of you. Any 3 people from history.
You're getting creative.
I am
John
getting
Boston.
creative.
Okay, John Steinbeck.
Okay.
John Steinbeck. People from history.
Yeah.
John Steinbeck, Harry Truman,
I like that one.
and that I'd want to meet.
Yeah.
Cleopatra.
Okay. All right. Follow-up question. What would you serve for dinner?
Well, what else? Tacos.
Okay. This leads it.
Enchilada, combination number 6.
Oh, the combo number 6. Yeah. Okay. Best Mexican meal you ever had.
Oh my goodness.
And
Now
and where?
Now you're making me compete with my mother.
That's right. Okay.
And my wife.
On TV, yeah. Best Mexican meal. I mean.
Okay. I got to go with my mother.
Okay. Any special dish?
Oh, the dishes.
Yeah.
Oh, frijoles in the morning, frijoles in the midday.
Oh, yeah.
No beans. When I was in Canada, imagine that. They didn't have tequila up there. They did not have salsa.
Salsa is ketchup and water and some onions,
In the cold. And here we are coming from Santa Clarita, and you go to Canada, and the wind comes over the North Pole. I threw a 90-yard pass once. I caught it myself. I mean, but it was a great country. It is a great country. And so, being a migratory football worker, I sort of did it all. Did it all.
Now, you were also an executive with the Canadian football. Didn't you bring Doug Flutie into the?
Well, we did that.
How'd you pull that one off?
Well, business. The business of football is a business. It's a monopoly. And it does whatever it wants to do, and I pretty well wasn't suited to do that. I was more on the field kind of a guy.
Every athlete, whether he's a weekend warrior or NFL quarterback, has some moment, either in practice or a game, when he realizes, oh my goodness, I'm starting the decline. That it's like you realize never happened yet?
Never happened to me, no.
Not yet. I'll write that down. Not yet. Okay.
No. Here's the answer to that. My career, and it's part of the story, it got cut short. We went to the Super Bowl, played the season in Boston, and the business, they sent me to Boston. I didn't want to go to Boston. I didn't want to go to Canada. But the business took me to these places. And bottom line, at Boston, they say Kapp quits. So I never really felt that I was declined. I wanted to stay and play as long as I could. Now, recently, and with this 16-year-old boy I'm telling you about, I've tried to keep up with him, a little one-on-one, but little by little we did the races. 20 yards, 10 yards, and me doing the hup count, right?
The
starting signal.
Well,
I don't do that anymore. So declined probably in the last 10 years.
But do you remember like some moment, oh man, just like, was there some rigor moment or just, in a game or like that? Or
No, there's, you're pushing something here. Okay. The only time I've ever lost any sleep in my life is worrying about, do we have enough linemen? Okay? Am I going to get the protection? Number 2, the only other sleep I've ever lost, because a quarterback, you got to throw the pass, is interceptions, right? So I have 2 interceptions that haunt me at night, okay? One of them was in the Super Bowl. It's a little bootleg rollout kind of play. I'm going to my left, and I got a redwood force here, Buck Buchanan and Aaron Brown and all these guys. But my man is open coming across my tight end, John Beasley. And so I raise up to throw him the football, and instead of hitting him on the 8, I hit him on the 7. So the ball bounces up. Willie Lanier intercepts, and it pretty well took us out of the game. Not only that, I got hit and dislocated my shoulder and had to leave the game. Well, okay, that interception, just inches. If it's just a little more this way, he catches the ball, and we keep momentum. The other interception is I'm playing basketball, guarding the bench for Coach Pete Newhall. We won, it's up in Oregon State, and we're playing University of San Francisco, and it's in the NCAA tournament, and we're down by 1 point, and Coach Newell puts me in to put a inbound pass in. Well, I threw a beautiful spiral, and it landed in Mike Farmer, the USF's forward's hand. So I failed. And those two, and that's
Just
basketball.
punch it, yeah.
But I learned from both of those things that you got to be prepared. You got to be ready when your number's called. It's going to happen. If you get ready for it, it'll happen. If you don't get ready for it, you won't deliver the ball when you have to deliver the ball.
Who's your best friend and why?
My best friend right now, my oldest son, JJ, he's a public defender in Santa Clara County, up in. I consider him a great absolute friend. I mean, he's the judge. But my wife right now, I consider my friend, my brother Larry, my cousin Jimmy Adler. I got so many friends. I am blessed.
Speaking of friends, Merlin Olsen.
Oh, what are you doing?
What's
Father
the deal
Murphy.
with Father Murphy?
Father
What's
Murphy.
the deal with this guy? I mean, and a lot of guys like him. You know, sweet son of a guns in real life, and then they get on the football field, and it's like they are just beast. You know.
Okay, you're talking about, but you know what, Merlin, defensive tackles are cuddly. He's cuddly. He's 300 pounds. He's Father Murphy.
Oh,
He
yeah,
sells
yeah.
flowers. Okay,
And he does, and he's like that in real life. But but on the field, it's just.
No, I'm telling you, he's.
Oh, he sells flowers on the field too?
No,
Oh, that
and
must
then
be.
you got Roosevelt Greer, and he does needlepoint.
Yeah, that's true.
They call him Rosie.
That's
but
true.
that other guy, Deacon Jones, he's a mean man.
Joe, we're just about out of time here, and I've got to ask you one important question here. If I get together a 6 foot and under basketball team, would you like to be on it?
Sure.
Okay. I'll shrink a couple inches.
6 foot and under.
Yeah.
Well, I passed that in what grade? About the 10th grade, just about the time I'm coming to Hart High School, and nobody or very few people in my family were very tall, but I made myself tall because I found out the closer you are to the basket, you need to be taller.
Yeah.
So I hung from an apple tree every day of my life so I could accomplish what I needed to do.
Oh, good. Well, Joe, doggone, it was just a treat talking with you, and thank you so much for coming back to the Santa Clarita Valley, Newhall Saugus, and sharing so much of your time here this weekend for
I
a
want
Hart
everybody to come to our function here and come and visit with us, and we'll talk more.
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Good meeting you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for joining us. If you missed any portion of this program, you can read a transcript in the Sunday Signal. Be sure to check back here, SCVTV, Channel 20, Wednesday, 9:30 p.m., or Sunday, 8:30 a.m. for another Newsmaker of the Week.